strategic thinking actually mean in practical terms? This is today's topic. Let me repeat. What does strategic thinking actually mean in practical terms? Good evening, everyone. Let me start with a question that could explain why some professionals keep getting promoted while others remain stuck despite working incredibly hard. What if your biggest career limitation is not a lack of skill, experience, or effort, but the fact that leadership doesn't see you as a strategic thinker? Think about that for a moment. Because in almost every promotion discussion I have witnessed, especially at senior levels, one phrase comes up repeatedly: technically strong but needs to think more strategically. And many professionals hear that feedback and wonder, what does that even mean? Do I need an MBA? Do I need to become a CEO? Do I need to create company strategy? The answer is no. Strategic thinking is much simpler and much more practical than most people realize. And today we are going to decode that. Before we go deeper, let me share something interesting. Today is episode 57 of the 365 live sessions journey on career growth strategies. For 57 consecutive days, we have been discussing practical workplace realities that can accelerate careers, leadership growth, professional and financial success. And today's topic is one of the most misunderstood leadership skill. It's one of the most misunderstood leadership skills. Let's begin with a simple definition of what is strategic thinking. Strategic thinking is the ability to see beyond the immediate task and understand the bigger business impact. That's strategic thinking. That's it. Let me repeat this. Strategic thinking is the ability to see beyond the immediate task and understand the bigger business impact. That's all is strategic thinking. Most professionals focus on what needs to be done today. Strategic thinkers focus on why it matters, what happens next, what could go wrong, how it connects to larger business goals. Managers focus on activities, strategic thinkers focus on outcomes. Let me give you an example. Imagine your boss asks, we need to reduce customer complaints. An operational response would be this: we need to increase support staff, respond faster, track tickets daily. A strategic response would be, why are complaints increasing? Is there a product issue? Is there a process breakdown? What root cause can eliminate future complaints? Notice the difference. One solves today's problem, which is very important. The other prevents tomorrow's problem, which is even more important. That's strategic thinking. Now, here's another practical example many professionals can relate to. Strategic thinkers connect their work to business goals. Imagine you are leading a project. Most professionals update leadership like this: the project is 80% complete. Strategic thinkers or strategic professionals communicate a little differently. The project is 80% complete and is expected to reduce processing time by 25%, which will improve customer experience and lower the operating costs. It's the same project. One says the project is 80% complete. And the strategic thinkers or the strategic professionals say differently, like this: the project is 80% complete and is expected to reduce the processing time by 25% or 15%, which will improve customer experience and lower operating cost. Same project, but different positioning. One reports activity, the other also communicates the business value. That's exactly how senior leaders think. So, if you want a few strategies from me on how to do this, stay on. Strategy number one: start asking better questions. Strategic thinkers don't always have better answers, they often ask better questions. Before every major decision, ask, what is the bigger objective? What are the risks? What are the long term implications? What opportunity are we missing? These questions immediately elevate your thinking. Strategy number two: understand the business beyond your role. Many professionals become experts in their function. Very few understand the business. Strategic thinkers learn about revenue drivers, customer expectations, market trends, competition, technology disruptions, industry shifts. The broader your perspective, the more strategic your contributions become. Strategy number three: use the future impact habit. Before presenting any idea, ask yourself, what happens if we do this? What happens if we don't? This simple habit develops strategic thinking surprisingly fast. Because leadership decisions are rarely about the present, they are also about future consequences. Here's a simple formula you can start using from tomorrow onwards. Whenever you attend a meeting, prepare one strategic contribution, a recommendation or perspective, one insight, something others may have missed or may not have said, one question, something that expands thinking. This habit alone dramatically improve how leadership perceives you. And here's a bonus tip, as promised. Career growth myth nobody talks about. Myth number one. Today I'm going to share one myth. If I keep working hard, eventually someone will notice. Not necessarily, that's how it happens. Organizations don't automatically promote the hardest worker. They often promote the person who demonstrates business understanding, strategic thinking, leadership judgment, and influence. Hard work gets you credibility. Strategic thinking gets you visibility. And visibility opens opportunities. Here's today's micro shift for you. Stop asking, how do I complete this task? And start asking, how does this decision impact the business? This single shift can completely transform your career trajectory. If today's conversation helped you understand strategic thinking more clearly, comment think bigger below, because many professionals already have the capability to grow. They simply need to think differently. And if you are serious about accelerating your career growth, leadership presence, executive communication, and promotion readiness, join my masterclass. The link is in the featured section on my LinkedIn profile. There are plenty of success stories and testimonials available that I'm happy to share with those exploring the journey. Before we close, As I say always, please block 10 minutes every day for your own career growth. Because the future belongs to the professionals who don't just execute work. They should understand why it matters, where it's going, how it creates value. That's strategic thinking. And that's what separates future leaders from the current contributors. Thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to join me again tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. IST for episode 58 of our 365 live sessions journey. One day, one insight, one breakthrough. Until then, don't just work in the business. Learn to think about the business. See you tomorrow.